So I'm sure you've all heard of this new bill that the Liberals and the Bloc Québécois are trying to pass called Bill C9, which is essentially removing the exempt of hate speech, or what the Liberals consider hate speech. And basically what they're saying is that if you have religious views that could be deemed hateful, you could now go to prison for it. So much for freedom of speech, right? They want you to go to jail for words. As they pillage the country and commit actual crimes, they want you in jail for words. So we're going to get into this. Now, before we do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps grow the channel, and I appreciate you guys so much for doing that. All right, so let's get into this. So this is from David Creighton, and go give his YouTube channel a follow. He's a good man and a good podcaster. He's got a good show. So if you haven't heard of him, go check him out. Anita Krishna, who's been on my show, has been on there. She also does a great job, of course. But yeah, shout out to David Creighton here. And he says, religious exemption is an issue with Bill C9, but don't let Fraser snow you. Libs are planning to imprison people that hurt their feelings for quote-unquote hate, for quote-unquote life imprisonment in Bill C9. Watch Fraser himself explain life imprisonment for Bill C9 here. All the other censorship laws summarized in meme. What a world we live in. So let's get into this here, and then we'll talk about it.
Offense
sorry about that.
Included offense is 5 years or more, but less than 10 years. 14 years if the maximum term of imprisonment is the included offense is 10 years or more, but less than 14 years, and life if the maximum term of imprisonment for the included offense is 14 years or more, and up to imprisonment for life. Okay, so sorry, what is there a question?
Can you tell us what they are?
Oh yeah, you want to know each of the different sentencing guidelines?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, sure. So let me flip open to the specific page.
I think they're on symbols.
What's that?
I think they want to know the symbols.
Oh, just on symbols. Yeah, so I think we're dealing with a two-year penalty. So, sorry, I'm looking at different things. Let me deal with the hate penalty first. So if you're found guilty of an indictable offense, a maximum penalty under the hate crime, it will be 5 years. If the maximum term of imprisonment for the included offense is 2 years or more, but less than 5 years. 10 years if the maximum term of imprisonment is included offense is 5 years or more, but less than 10 years. 14 years if the maximum term of imprisonment is the included offense is 10 years or more, but less than 14 years, and life if the maximum term of imprisonment for the included offense is 14 years or more, and up to imprisonment for life. Intimidation, where are we here? Would be, if you're guilty of an indictable offense, you'd be liable to imprisonment for a term of not more than 10 years. I've now skipped past the hate symbols piece. My apologies.
Clown.
For the punishment, everyone who commits an offense under the relevant section is guilty of an indictable offense and liable to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 2 years, or is guilty of an offense punishable on summary conviction, where there'd obviously be discretion.
Now, you notice he didn't give any examples, right? Okay, so let me give an example, Sean. So personally speaking, I'm not a religious person. And if two consenting adults, say of the same gender, for example, wanted to get married, I personally don't give a rat's ass. But there are people who think that marriage is between a man and a woman. And that's okay to think that. Now, I'm guessing here, and maybe, Sean Fraser, if you ever see this video, you can clear up a question I have for you. If a Christian person decided to come out and say, I think marriage should be only between a man and a woman, would that be considered hate to the LGBTQ plus whatever symbol community? I have a feeling the answer would be yes. And by the way, there's a certain former president who said the same thing in 2008 by the name of Joe Biden, who the liberal government of this country all supported. Very interesting, isn't it? So why don't you answer that question, Sean? Why don't you give examples of what could be considered hate, quote-unquote, hate speech? saying that under, like, if you're a religious person, I'm more agnostic, to be honest with you. But if you are a Christian person and you think that a marriage is between a man and a woman, do you want to throw that person in jail? Now, on the other end, if a liberal says something hateful, are you going to throw them in jail? I doubt it. There's a lot of people on that side who, about a year and a half ago, wanted to see a certain president's head explode live on TV and said very hateful things. Whether you like that president or not, it was hateful. You gonna throw them in prison? Fucking doubt it. Right? This is not about protecting people. This is about a double standard and throwing your opposition, your opponents, people who vote against you, in jail. David Creighton also posted this. 2024 Bill C-11, online streaming internet and media, regulates online content, controlling what you see and share. Bad news for me, I guess. Bill C-18, Online News Act, removed news links on Facebook. That one actually passed, I believe. 2025 Bill C-2, surveillance, border and data access, warrantless search of mail and digital info sharing. Warrantless. Bill C-8, controlling internet and telecoms, control over cyber systems, networks, utilities, powers to cut/throttle. Like they could shut off your internet if they don't like what you're saying. Bill C-9, we covered that. Bill C-63, replacement, digital control, life imprisonment, policing thought and speech and online behavior. This country is such a fucking joke. At this point, we're just a banana republic. I personally don't want to become American. I want to save this country, but I get it, man. I get why people are leaving this garbage country. It's such a joke. You live in a big city in the eastern part of Canada, or like in Ontario where I am, you're just surrounded by morons. I'm so sick of it. And I mean, what do you do about it? There's so many people who agree with imprisoning their opponents, and yet they'll call us fascists. We have lost all realms of reality, logic, and common sense. There's none of it left. I'm just so sick and tired of it, man. And I'm sure you guys all are too. And I don't know how you sit here and tolerate it. Now, what's funny, let's just say the conservatives, led by Pierre-Poilievre, or anyone else for that matter, decided to make same laws that would punish liberal speech and put them in jail. Guess what they would be screaming, like the banshees that they are? Fascism. But when they do it, it's protection. Online harm reduction. They use words like that. These people are shameful. They're disgusting. And they're ruining this country. Country that used to be pretty damn good. Now, it's just an absolute shit show, and I don't know how people are tolerating it. If I had the chance to leave, I would seriously consider it. I can't leave right now, so I'm stuck here, but when the day comes, and it will come, I will have to seriously consider it. Unless we decide to actually fix this country and not live in a goddamn banana republic.